now we're going to hear something, an original piece by Rini Rosnes, and many of you jazz fans out there will know exactly who she is. She's one of Canada's great pianists, jazz pianists and composers. She's not in Canada at the moment. I think she's stuck in quarantine in New York City. But this piece is called something farther, what's it called, Michael? From Here to a Star. And it's really, though, based on another Irving Berlin song, which is How Deep is the Ocean? Looking out here, that makes sense. And so we're going to hear that. And then after that, we'll hear a blues. And then we'll do the combination of all the resources in the room. Let's hear Rini's piece right now. Yeah, yeah. Mike Allen on saxophone, John Stetch on piano, Russ Botten on double bass, Jared Burrows on guitar, and Buff Allen on drums. And that was a fantastic set. And we're now going to do what I kind of hoped for and promised 3 weeks ago, is we're going to combine the forces of the classical players with the jazz players. And I'll just take a minute to set up. And this will be a piece written by the pianist John Stetch. And John wrote it for a string quartet and jazz piano, and he did that in Bamfield about 5 or 10 years ago. I'm not sure, John, but at any rate, we're always fascinated and compelled by the thought of combining jazz and classical together at Music by the Sea, and they don't always play together, but if they do and if they can, I really like that. And so one year I suggested to John, there was a string quartet that was going to be there. It was the Borealis Quartet. Why don't you write a piece for a jazz piano and string quartet? And he did. And this is one of the movements from that piece, which he's adapted for the instrumentation of the Schubert piece that was played earlier. And but I can't not say tonight also, by the way, that it's not been an easy season for performing artists, as you know. And so there is a way to donate to Music by the Sea. If you go to our website at musicbythesea.ca, there's all kinds of instructions there how to donate. You can always even do it by phone if you don't want to do it online. And I think there's also a Facebook button somewhere. But I mention this right now because I want you to know that anything we raise from every one of these concerts, we divide equally amongst all the artists that are performing. And it's just nice to know that that's exactly where it's going to go. And it's not been a great year for anybody in the performing arts. So I just want to put that down there. And as I mentioned, there's an audience in the room here tonight, but we're not selling tickets. These are just guests that happen to be with the players or from the Marina. And so this piece is called Ex-Musings. And I think this is going to be really quite sexy. So let's listen to this. I promised. That was very sexy, and that incorporated all of our players except the pianist that was in the Trout. And so we'll bring the concert to a close now, but we have a built-in encore, and we're going to bring Rosemary O'Connor back to the piano. And by the way, they are washing their hands between when they go back and forth. So we were all isolated and washing our hands so we don't touch the same keys. And a little bit of a Scarlatti to finish off the evening tonight. was a little button and an encore. What a beautiful way to send us off into the evening tonight. It's dark out there now, and there was a beautifully delicately played performance. Thank you. Thank you all that participated tonight.